Hey guys, how's it going? April 16th, 2022. I think that's what the date is. Yep. Okay. Let me just make sure I am in true full screen. I am. I don't know what happens if true full screen goes out when you do this or not. That doesn't really say. So if I go, yeah, I guess it stays. Okay. Cool. I'm just curious about that. Yeah, I just saw a train pass here at Folkson. I had server issues this morning. And yeah. Anyways. Yeah, we're good now. Okay. That's always fun. Gotta know better than that. Alrighty. So what's going on here? I'm gonna find a train, first of all. The AI, for the most part, has been running good. The manifests have been coming in at a steady enough rate to meet the demand, from what I can tell. I did a little bit yesterday morning, I think it was, and yeah, it's been great. Not as active as far as trains today, which is fine. I'm good with that. I think I had one issue, but I dealt with that. Minor little issues that come up with auto and that, but no biggie. And we did have a server issue this morning, which, let me just find a train here. See if there's one. I don't know what that is. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, there's a train out here, but I don't think it is. So I should have mentioned this, and I don't know if I did. Oh no, he actually added it. I remember him adding it because I checked later. We just haven't added power to it, which I forget how much units are supposed to be in that one. Let me see here if I can find it. I'll get to the point of where I'm getting at as soon as I... routing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this hasn't... Now, what was added? Mall. I don't think this has been updated. No, it hasn't. So, when you guys are trimming this yard, and I'll have to make a post about that, you gotta update the sheet for me. Because it gets difficult. Like, I think I know which cars were done. I'm hoping. Same goes with humping. I don't know if it's being done. It's something that has to be done, and I will specify that in the rules eventually. I know it's a pain in the ass. Perhaps I'll get an automated way of doing it eventually, but it's basically the basis on how we determine what we're going to trim. Actually, now that I look at it, I might be doing this again. So, this is the times where I get close to burnout, but like I said, I will. I'm not even gonna run that train. No. And I'm not gonna do Barstow either. I'm just getting away from here, and I'm gonna go to someplace else and just run a train outside of there. Did I say Barstow? I meant Waycross. Old habits. Yeah, I'll get some more specifics in there, and I gotta get procedures in. I gotta get rules updated. It's a never-ending thing. Ever since I switched over to the southwest, or southeast, I should say, it was like, whoa, I gotta redo everything. And not only do I have to redo everything, I mean, I just have to get in there and really do a lot And, you know, it is what it is, but in the end, I think it'll be worth it. Right now, it's already showing the fruits of most of the labors, I would think. The hump's working relatively well. The systems, I'm just trying to think as far as how I want to manage Barstow. God damn, said it again. Waycross. What do we got here? What's this thing? Let's see what this is. It's a coal train now. That's tempting. Nah, I don't want a coal train. I don't feel like a coal train. I'm gonna get to the point. I really want to get to the point here. And if I do, well, maybe I'll just run along. Let's just run along a coal train. That way I can shoot the shit. We'll do that instead, huh? So if I just go here, run ahead of it, not into it. And, alright. There we go. Alright. Okay, red level coal. Let's go in the Callahan sub. Sounds good. Alright. Let's follow this one. So, had a server issue this morning. I woke up very early. Actually, the funny thing was, when I woke up, I didn't kind of mention it, but there was a lot on my mind. It was kind of weird. I slept great the night before, and last night I was falling asleep. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's get we'll get a higher thing so we avoid tall buildings. Alright, good enough. But, yeah, that's not too bad with a horn. So, I was like, it was weird because I was, number one, I don't understand why I was tired last night, but I was. And I was like, I had a great sleep the night before. You know, I like those trucks that run through I was noticing that earlier with the trucks that run through each other on that bridge. That specific bridge. I don't know if they all do it, but yeah, I started thinking about different things, and I actually posted on Train Sim this morning because ATS was something that had been mentioned, that I had mentioned recently, that if there's one program that I do miss, it's that. But here's the thing. It wouldn't sustain me. It's kind of like that little treat you have once in a while. I don't. Well, for me, it's a lot of the times because I overdo it. But I mean, that's the closest metaphor I can think of. I gotta get my damn chat going. I always forget this. Yeah. Never fail, I'll get it up. Take me a few minutes, but friggin' toaster takes a while to boot up. Anyways, so yeah. Yeah, that thing's annoying. Honking like crazy. Yeah, that'll work. So we'll watch a bunch of coal cars going through. Problem is, it's gonna focus on the engine. That's okay. That's okay. But I gotta find something It isn't friggin' noisy. Well, the only way to do it, I know the way to do it, is you go inside and you don't hear it as much. So that's what we'll do. Give me that. Grab on. Grab on. Okay. It's a little quieter in the cab. Here. We'll get a nice view. There we go. Okay, while I'm at it, I'll do this. I'm getting to the point, I promise. It's nothing really earth-shattering or changing, I can tell you that. It's nothing's going to really change that much. It's probably not going to affect anybody. Holy crap. Everything's a freaking toaster in this thing. Don't bother. Don't mind me. I'm just. Oh my god! There we go. Nice sunny after the rain we had in the sim yesterday. It's kind of affecting. It's very similar to what's happening here. Actually, it's a sunnier day outside too. So I'm going to be going out later this afternoon. Oh come on! Hey Sean, how you doing? I'm in now. Popo chat. Okay. Now I can get comfortable and I can get to the point. So, yeah, I was thinking of ATS lately, and I was because what had happened was when I went 24/7, it was a move that I originally wasn't anticipating on making, and I kind of made it very abruptly, but. Yeah. So it was really abrupt. I was like, wow. I can't believe I did that, but I did it. Now, the original idea of doing that was not just to help the guys who were loyal to my server who were in different time zones. That was my primary reason. But my secondary reason was to see how much extra manpower I could get. It didn't happen. That's going to make noise anyways. So it didn't happen the way I was hoping. This road's not as noisy, so... I always see that. Look at that, and I think that's a person standing there as a friggin' signal. Because it looks like their vest, right, when they're standing in the shade or something. But I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, it just happened real abruptly, and then I did it. Now it's not like I was doing much before, because I really wasn't. There was nothing on the computer I would do other than. Run8. I don't know what. No, this is probably this. It's a dash ES or sorry ES. I think it's ES44. I don't know. This isn't a 70. I don't think. No, this isn't a 70. ES44. But I don't know the models that well. But it's an ES44. I don't know. DC, AC, who knows? Who cares? But, yeah, it was just abrupt, but I wasn't doing anything. I still wasn't really doing anything. So I just kept doing, whatever I was doing. those things I gotta take a look at those, because I got a funny feeling Florida's set up differently than California, and those might be working. I know hotbox detectors have the things, but I need the actual AI detectors in the AI spots, not the hotbox spots. Yeah, CSX. It's blue. I I I I models don't matter. I mean, I like the SD70 Aces. I mean, and I'm talking about in the game, because in real life I couldn't tell you half the time. I know the SD40s, the GP38s, like some of the older units, but some of the newer stuff, they all look the same to me. But fancier insides. I mean, we have a Dash 9 too, but I didn't upgrade it. But so yeah, I was like, nothing, not overwhelmed or anything like that. Huh. So nothing overwhelming. Everything's was fine. I was just doing Run 8 anyways, because I had just recently been back into it. So I didn't, and I kept myself open. I remember when I first started back into Run 8, I was actually running two different train programs. I was running Railroads Online still. I was just hanging on to that, and I was on to Run 8. I was going back and forth, and Railroads Online just wasn't doing it for me anymore. The more I got back into Run 8, and the more these features were so apparent, I eventually just said, hey, Railroads Online is a great program. It's got a lot of potential, but that's just the way it is. So I got into the whole Run 8 thing on the Southwest, and originally I did that to try to gain the manpower, and it brought in a lot of new users, which is okay. New users are fine, but it also, and I'm not saying it happened here too. I mean, that we had the same issue with the same person on both servers, and I eventually, he was banned. He was done. Should have banned him the first time, but I was nice. I wanted to let it go, and I ended up password protecting the server. And it is what it is. I can go back. I can like, even when we have password and protecting is not a big deal. I can go back and do a backup. Like this morning, there was an issue on the server where Switcher, who he's out in basically Pacific, New Zealand, Australia area. I can't remember which one off my head. I think it's there. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that one. Yeah, I think it's, yeah. Anyways, I won't even hazard a guess now. I don't want to insult anybody, but he's on the night shift, and sorry, I just not. I got to get this out first. So he's on the night shift, and or he works afternoon. I think he works afternoons. He was saying yesterday, and what ends up happening is he pretty much finishes up when the day begins, but then he comes. Others come on later in the day, and then at least weekdays somewhat it changes. So he was just, he was done, but he asked if I was there, and sure enough, I was watching him. I was watching him at the time, and I didn't see exactly what he was up to. I was looking more at his units, but apparently he lost some cars. And we've had this issue before. When you run the server for too long, and has resources. So I cleaned up on some of my resources, got that all fixed up, and then I decided, I saw some comments about industries, and I have a whole bucket list of stuff that needs to be done on the server just to get it to where I really want it. So there's literally tons of things for me to still to set up, and I did a little bit this morning since I had the server down, and it got me thinking into the whole 24/7 thing again, because I thought to myself, okay, well, I can be 24/7, but since I got a small group, I can also just basically say, hey, I want to take the server down because I want to run this, or I want to take the server down because I want to do this, or I have to take the server down because I got to do maintenance, or something like that, and kind of schedule it in. And most of these guys are pretty good about that. And besides, I don't have a big group. And at one time it didn't matter. One time it did matter, because you're always looking for the manpower. As good as the AI is, it's always better to have the multiplayer. It's always better to have more people on. But the difference between version 2, where I got burnt out with version 2, and I haven't been burnt out with version 3, nor am I. I'm just taking precautions because I don't want to be in that burnout situation. Version 2 was a whole different story. Version 2, I was watching myself dispatch everything, which you had to do in version 2, and I was maybe running with one other player. Here, I've already got so many other people. Do I want to grow the server? Absolutely. Which is why I'm going to continue to be 24/7. But I think what I might do is open it up for changing things around. Like, that way I don't feel as far as trapped, burned out, whatever the case may be. And if we want to do something, especially on weekends, like last night, we could have done something else. There was a point where I could have ran something else on the computer. I was like 30 minutes. I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, okay. But if nobody's on the server, then why put myself through the stress? Now, if a lot of people are on the server and using it, well, that's a different story. Then suddenly it's a whole new ball game, because then there's a lot that's capable of running, because the more people that are running, the more jobs that are available. It just works out that way. Right now there's a lot of jobs available and not enough people to do it, but the difference is when those jobs are getting done, then there's more trains running, and a lot of the stuff really becomes busy, and it's really cool. Let me just look at the chat here. Yeah, I just let him go. When you get a computer? What do you mean when you get a computer? You got a computer right now. Don't you? This is a mid-grade computer. This is nothing. I can run the server on it, I can play it, I can still do live streams, and back in the day, I had two computers. I'd have one running the server, which was my son's computer, which he has upstairs now. It's still a mid-grade computer, and this one. But it handles everything that we need. We're not very particular. I was even thinking of console games the other night, and I thought, yeah, that could be something I can get into, because there's some console stuff. I usually, when I get my console games, I end up giving them up. But I'm not in any I'm not in any need to spend money right now, so nor do I really want to. Oh, you're on your phone. Oh, wow. My phone couldn't handle this. My phone's a flip phone. It's turned off. It's in my car. I don't need anything else. I got my computer and does what I need, and when I'm out and about, I don't do much on my phone. I know a lot of people do, but nope, not me. But that's, you know, sometimes computers are a good way to do things, you know, a lot easier, I would say. So nothing wrong with that. You know, just a different time. I know phones are big right now, but I'm not into it. Don't want a smartphone. I don't need it. But that's just me. I did put the time back. Yep. Okay. So yeah, I was modifying industries this morning. I was we were modifying the industries, getting those going, because they need constant upgrades. He's not honking at these, is he? Oh, okay, he's honking at this one. He didn't honk at the last one. Yeah, it was a hot box detector. I don't get to run much during the daytime either. Hey, Christopher. Don't get to run much during the day, so... And... my son will be down here any time, and we're going out by probably around lunch. So I figure get all that off my chest, and so everything's fine, but it's just, you know, I have to balance it, and I think what I will do is, you know, I'm gonna be out with my son today. I'm gonna talk to him, and because he says that he's got everything he needs on his computer, and he says the only thing he can think of is ATS that he doesn't run. He says, but you know, other than that, I mean, when he's running and it was getting night, I was falling asleep. I think it was last night he was right. Yeah, he was running. I was asleep. I was asleep on the couch. So I don't know how much sleep I got last night. Probably got a lot. Didn't realize, and then I woke up early. Oh yeah, all the trains are AI. You can obviously you can run them, switch them, and do them yourself. AI dispatching, AI. I mean, it doesn't do AI switching, but yeah, I'm just along for the ride right now. I didn't feel like concentrating. I felt like talking more, get things, you know, get things out there, I guess. Oh, let me take a look around here. Actually, I'm in the middle of the bushes. It's hard to see. It's pretty much a bunch of that. There's stuff on the background, though. You can see there's a highway off to the left there. Sometimes it's nice at night because you get to see all the lights of the cars and that. But then there's other places where it's just pitch black. Like yesterday, it was because it was raining. It blocks all the moonlight, and it's just freaking rain and then overcast later. Every time you reboot the server, too, the weather pattern this morning was just partially cloudy. It was a little bit more cloudier than this, but then again, I was getting up at dawn. let's grab the keyboard for a bit here. So yeah, I can show you some of the stuff. Like some of these trains that came in overnight. That one was built. That was built yesterday. That was one I was considering taking. Another user built that. Took cars out of the hump and whatever. We gotta go through some procedures on that, but there's a lot of sheet work involved in all that, so I really haven't specified. So here's a train that's spawning at Callahan, for example. So he just got a light too. Like the dispatcher gave him a light. So this guy just spawned. He's already got a light. So I saw a Q212 auto train. Now it's gonna get interesting back in Folkestone again, just like that. When I first started, like Folkestone looked dead, but then you ever been to Folkestone? I've actually been here. It's a cool viewing platform. So this was a screenshot, if I'm not mistaken. I had a train similar to this that was coming through. It was a passenger train. I don't know if this one's a passenger train or not, but there's a rail park here. Now over here, the last time we were here, we stayed in a caboose. There's a caboose, a couple cabooses actually. We stayed in one of those. That's interesting. Having trains blown through in the middle of the night. I didn't mind it actually, and I don't sleep as well as I used to, or sleep through things as well as I used to. But I didn't mind it. It was a trip, so I didn't care. So yeah, so you got trains coming in right now. I can tab in a little closer here. There's a coal train coming. He's an empty. So I added those yesterday. So they've been added. So they're coming in. Everything goes into, like, here's the different train types and all that other stuff. But everything goes into a system that it's not the best system, but so this is a probability of how trains spawn. I wish it was more of a scheduled system and randomized. I've been asking for that for years, but it is what it is. So, but I've got these locations that spawn certain trains. So, like at Little Whiskey. If you look at all the unit coal trains that spawn out of there, there's a whole whack of them, and it'll just randomly pick one. And it's been okay. I mean, the only trains, there's not that many trains that actually are in the system right now, actually, that go to Waycross in the grand scheme of things, because there's a lot of coal traffic. There's some intermodal, there's passenger. It has been spawning a lot of passenger. If I look at the now, if somebody was online right now, they would be into the network. Switcher was here this morning. Whoops, wrong one. Wrong one. So what train is this? Another freaking passenger. Jeez. So, minutes between AI spawn, 10 minutes to 35 minutes with a maximum of 30 trains. It never gets that high, which is good. It's close to the prototype because the AI system is not perfect. It can get hung up in different areas, so we try not to get it too much. Like right now, it's got 8 trains. It says 9, but that's the hump. There's AI humps too. I got other videos on that, but these are the trains in the system right now. So you got, and I don't know if they're loads or empties. It depends on where they are now, because they use the same symbols. I found out. Q212 was the one that just spawned. You could transport to any one of these. So if you want to see what what the train like, I know one of them's coming in. You got the hump at Waycross, which is holding, which is fine. He's just waiting for further instructions. He's done his hump. That's all that means. 2 passengers are out there. Of course, one passed here earlier, and now the other one. So I've seen both of them so far. But we'll see that one, and then Q212 will pass through, and then there's a train down here. There's that other train, that coal train that we were just on, because that's what's heading up. He's a loaded coal train. So if I go to, okay, that's a Stanford sub. Not that busy. Yeah, I've seen it busier. Grain train 308. That's an empty coal train, N154. So it's starting to do those empty coal trains. So that's good. Who are you? Oh, okay, you're N154. So he's being routed through Jacksonville Terminal. And if I go Control Tab, if I hit F3, this is the Waycross version. Oh, there's N102. Actually, it was T102. Was it T102 or N102? I think it was this one. So there's another coal train that spawned behind us, T102. This is Waycross Yard. These are pretty much all AI trains that come in. So if there's one that's a manifest train is spawned. Now the manifests I purposely keep at a small level. I'll show you what I mean. So one train's passing a defect detector. Hotbox. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, we got a train. Now we'll wait for the train. Of course, I can zoom in. This guy's nice here. So his signal's upgraded to clear now. The AI dispatcher, giving him more track. I'm zoomed in fully. He's going through by all the crossings there. My son actually ran a passenger train the other day, like last week I think, or a week or so ago. Maybe it was last weekend I think. He had fun with that. So now, let's just see what else is going on out of here. Oh yeah, just those guys. So if I go to this area, this is kind of like an idea as to what's happening. So I got another train coming here. Now he hasn't been lit up past Folkestone yet. But I also have another train that's up to here now. So the dispatcher will do his thing. This is the game changer for version 3 for me. This made everything possible, because I'm not having to dispatch all the trains around. I can run trains. I have trains that actually show up in the middle of the night. It's not many. It's not nearly the scale as real life, but that's okay because we don't have. And I'm finding it's really not relevant for this area because the manifests are actually a minority. Even though we got a big, this big huge hump at Waycross, they're not that the most plentiful thing out here. I mean, maybe they are, and if they are, well, I'm not worried about it. It seems prototypical enough to me. But I'll show you what I mean by the manifest. So at which one do we want? Is it Bolin? I think it's Bolin. So Bolin is Fitzgerald sub. Ludowicki is the Nahanta. So Nahanta this is the Nahanta sub. So that comes out of there. Bolin comes out of Fitzgerald, which is on the other side of Waycross, heads towards Atlanta. If I go into train types, you can see mixed freight's down here. It's one of the smaller sections, so it only calls it every now and then. There's only there's one local that comes in and 4 others. These are the inbound trains. This A723 brings in all the industry. It brings in some switchers, but it also brings in all the industry traffic for this entire region. And there's enough people, right? Or there's enough. And if we need one, we just spawn it. I can just spawn an A723 if there's a specific train that's needed. Now these aren't specifically needed. They just are come from different areas. And at Waycross we do a totally different thing. If you watch a video yesterday, yesterday morning I was building a train that Emmett took out last night. And that took a long time. That was a Selkirk bound train. There was like 8 blocks in it. 8 blocks of different traffic that came from 8 different tracks within Waycross. So I'm just waiting for that signal to go. So here's the guy. He's coming out of Callahan. That's the guy that just went. And just waiting. We'll keep an eye on this here, because once that goes, that's when all the see Jessup sub. This connects to here. These two connect to here. So this is the Jessup sub and the Honda sub, and the Jessup goes heads to Waycross, which is now I'm like, okay, why is the Jessup sub not going here? So the way the funnel works, or the Florida funnel as they call it, this is what they call the funnel. Everything comes through, everything between here and here. Okay, there, I saw the yellow lights just pop up. So what happened? I didn't do that. Dispatcher did that. Dispatcher gave him more track. So now this guy here is going to wait because, he's going through, but they're getting ready to line up something. This guy is probably, I don't know where he's headed. If he's headed for the Fitzgerald sub, he'll come down here. If he's headed for somewhere along the East Coast, it'll line him up here. Now the routing is something that I'm working on. It's not perfect. There are a few errors in it, but I am slowly going through. The error I'm using is 2007. This is kind of based on around that time frame. 2007 works good. Once you get a little bit later, you wouldn't see as much traffic on the Sanford sub because it would be mainly passengers and commuter trains and all kinds of other things. Because here 2007, there. See, now he's about there. He just cleared that signal at Folkestone. So you can see now he's got an approach medium. So this guy is actually going Nahanta. I would imagine Q212. If I check Q212 on the routings, here's my the data of various trains that come out of Barstow routings. Q212. If I see, now this is what I want to see. This may or may not be right. I don't think it's been confirmed yet. No, he's going to be lined up to the Nahanta sub, which may or may not be correct. I gotta see. I'll find out in a second here. So if I go into to find out what it is. So he's going to Louisville, Kentucky. I'm not too sure if that's accurate. If Louisville, Kentucky's kind of right in the middle. So you could in theory go up either Fitzgerald or Nahanta, depending upon where in Kentucky. But these are all the trains that we currently that's currently in auto that we're trying to simulate. And I got the red ones that do not exist in 2007 or some of the ones that aren't currently in auto. Those are things that you know, those are things that may need to be added into the system. It says not currently in auto. Auto's the dispatching system, so I have to make changes to it. So I got all the notes I need, various things, routings. This is the tons and feet that are supposedly currently in the yard, and this determines how many units are needed for which. It's not up to date, unfortunately, and this is something I gotta talk to the guys to make sure that they do update the sheet or have access to the sheet, or to let me know what they've done so that I can update the sheet. And I will be doing that probably today. I can even do it right now while we're waiting for this train. Discord's our main communications, so I let them know that I'm doing that YouTube. I'm going to start adding some channels here. So I'm going to add a channel to Waycross, which is the main hump yard. So all I do now is I can go in here and okay, so just like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll show you what I mean in Waycross here. We could watch trains, but I kind of got everything off my chest as far as there really isn't too much to say other than I'm just going to take, like, nobody's on the server right now, but I wanted to, if my son came down, he wanted to do something else, we take the server down. We post it, and then we say, yep, we're going to take the server down. So, yeah, let's, it's 10:39, let's go ahead and, do something. I'm ready to go. It's nice daylight, and let's see here. Not too many viewers. I don't get as many viewers during the day as I do at at night, but the subscribers keep going up, so I guess they're watching them later or something. No problems with subscribers. I'm getting close to 800 now, so things continue to climb there. All right, so go over to Waycross here. Now I don't know what was humped and what was trimmed and all the other stuff from yesterday. So what happens is these get all thrown out of whack. Whoops. So the trims are down there. So cars were added, but we didn't really add a train to it. Trimming pretty much should only be done when it's ready to get a train ready. So Mulberry, what is this? Mulberry, I don't even know what train this is. Mulberry Baldwin, it's probably going to be this one. Yeah, which one is it? It's this one right here. It's Q213. 59273484. Let me just double check that. Normally I'd send this out with another train, but is there any other engines like that lying around that I don't want? Let's see. I know we got a lot of engines in here. That's another thing we can do. Send a, yeah, that sounds like a plan. So to AI something, like I can run it, like I can run this up just like that, or I could have AI'd it, so I can do everything that I need to do. What I want to do is we got too many units as it is. Oh, I should have done that one. Actually, yeah, let me get rid of that one. I don't like that one. Relinquish that. Let's do that one instead. It's 6 units, but I've got to get some routings set up. Actually, I'll just AI this. I think this will just go down the Fitzgerald sub. So I'm AIing this. It does a default routing, which I really don't care where it goes. So all we have to make sure, he doesn't do the manual switches. This is where people running a yard is necessary, but the hump can do AI humping. I'm not going to demonstrate it right now because we got enough humped at the moment. So he's got switches here. Okay, we're crossing over. Sure. Why not? I don't think I need to be there. Alright. So what happens there is he hasn't done it yet. He's been recrewed by an AI. Oh, that looks more like it right there. Are any of these attached? See, so he's taken off now. So I'll set him as the lead unit. So I'll recrew him. Okay. So I'll show you how this part works anyways. So over here, you don't see any signals coming out here, but on this section you will, I think. I may need to give it a symbol, but okay. So there's the guy coming out of the shops here, or not the shops, the service area. Now, normally, when you're at the receiving yard, these trains will automatically route themselves. The manual switches are different, so these are all automatic switches going into here. The dispatcher has control of those. These are all selected and routed accordingly up to here, and they will automatically relinquish, which means they just basically shut down. The AI is smart enough, too, that he will not go past a switch or run into another train. So we got T113 of Bolin. So that's interesting. So we're going to get some traffic. We're going to get some traffic here. Actually, that's a Fitzgerald. I don't want to do that. It's the other way we're looking at here. This is the one where we'll start getting signals coming in, and so you can see he's slowing down, even though I just gave him the switch. He's keeping his, you know, what he considers a safe enough distance. So I just gave him the switch, so he's okay. But just see what I mean. So they will not run into each other, and they give themselves safe enough distances. He's just currently waiting. He'll probably pull ahead once he's cleared that switch there. Maybe. He definitely has a routing. Yeah, he's just being extra safe, I guess. Okay. There's a dispatcher. This wasn't lit up a minute ago. So that's coming from Bolin, which is interesting because I want to take a look at the routings here for a minute. Okay, I'm going to call those A724s. If I still can. No, I can't, huh? Nah, we won't call them A724s. We'll see what they do first. You moving yet? There, see, he's moving now. So just like that, I cleared 4. Now these were extra engines that were already in here when I started the southeast section. This is 6, 8 engines. The other guys, I think, are 6. So I got no signals coming out yet. I gotta make sure I got all the switches set up the way I want. You know, I'm just gonna... Do I want to throw it this way? I want to test something because I'm not too sure if he's smart enough to throw those switches. So that's white. 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 Now that one's against him. So I want to see how smart he is. Yeah, there's a cow mooing in here somewhere. Is that like a little farm? Somebody's got a cow? Okay. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here as he gets closer. He did go down that way, right? Oh, there he is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand right by the cows here. Let's see what happens. He may not know what to do with him because he may not have a proper routing. That's possible. But what I want to see is he going to give himself that switch, or do I have to give it for him? I thought I saw a light there for a second here, so I can save a position here. I don't know when that came in. So the restricting signal here? Why isn't it showing? Oh, it is. It's on the south Y. Oh, they're sending them that way. Oh, I don't want that. Let me see if I can change this. Okay, so he's already there. According to that, he is anyways. Yeah, he's right up here. So he's got a switch against him, but it's interesting because he has a signal. So it's perhaps these aren't controlled until you get into the signals. It's possible. Now they do know how to route them coming into the yard, but it might be different going out. I'm going to give him a different routing. I'm going to call him A724. Now the question is, do I have... he's got to be all the way over here, I think, in order to get it. Or I can play around with a switch. See what happens. So these are all yard limit switches. Yeah. There, see that changed that. Now what's interesting is he still has a signal. No, it went to red. They took away that signal. Didn't take away everything though. So normally on the main lines you can see that they're running, they're doing their own thing. Coming out of a yard's a little bit different because they have rules as far as the different routings. Holy grass. Now there's a train lined up through here. I don't know why they've lined them up so early, but they did. Alright, the other guy what we're gonna do, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna throw him down, is it J3? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Is J3 okay to route him down? I think it is. Let's see why not. Now he's got a light to come right out of there. See? So that the dispatcher gave him a light to here. I don't know why this light is here. I'm gonna cancel that. Oops. I'm gonna cancel that light. Gonna cancel that one. Let's see what happens. Empty coal train coming out of New Stanton. This guy's still waiting for access. No, he's not too far away. Here, let's go see him. Oh, he's got a light here. See? They finally decided to give him a light, so he's gone. Now, as far as the guy coming in, shouldn't be too far away. Oops, I'm looking the wrong way. So follow him here. Go down this way. Should be not too far away. Far enough, though. Wow. Whereabouts is he? Is it Jamestown holdout? Hmm. Got my son. It must be in this block. And they clear him from far away because they have to find a. There he is. That didn't work. Heyo. What's up?
Not much. What you up to?
I'm live streaming and just doing a little bit of crap.
Yeah.
Wow, it's 11:06. Well, once this meet's done, I'm gonna end this. No, I just I did a stream basically about like I'm showing some of the AI functions.
Cool.
But I talked about as far as the balance and had the server. I brought the server down this morning because there was a bug that popped up where cars disappeared.
Oh yeah.
But it happened. I was actually up at I don't know what. I'd been awake since like 6 or so I got up at like 6:30. And switcher was on. And he asked if I was there, and sure enough, I was looking at his train, just watching him, right, as I was waking up, or, you know, getting out of bed, basically, and move some light power. or just got some light power out of there. There's one that's waiting at Waycross right now. One that's headed. They have none on their tag, so hopefully they don't get stuck somewhere. But why is he slowing down so much? I guess he's in a different speed zone coming up. I don't know.
It's about to go downhill up here.
I'm coming up to Waycross. I'm on the Fitzgerald. I got light power waiting to get out to come down this way, or come either Fitzgerald or Jessup, probably Fitzgerald. I was thinking about American Truck Simulator. How you say that was the only thing you could think of that. Oh, by the way, I changed my desktop and everything. Like I took the desktop off and started getting rid of some of my things. But I was talking on the live stream earlier because this is kind of like sort of like a. I think I titled it Balance or something like that. Here's what it looks like. I'll show you. If I can find it. There.
Balance versus burnout. Yeah.
Balance versus burnout, yeah. So, I'm not burned out, obviously. But I'm being very precautious. Because, like I was saying before, how I kind of felt close to being trapped.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, even this morning was a perfect example. There's nobody on the server right now. Switcher asked if I could restore a backup, which I did. I had to go back an hour and a half, but then again, I was running some diagnostics and trying to get things down for about an hour. Like I ran malware, ran a few other things just to try to get my resources down.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it was. Kind of weird. Actually, I'm going to get away from this thing because it's too noisy. I just wanted to see how far he was. Okay, he's just coming into town now. Some nice city blocks, sort of. Just the way he's headed. Hey. He's not headed this way. Oh, yes, he is. Never mind.
In real life, there's actually multiple industries over there, so.
Oh, yeah.
It's curious as to why they don't have them implemented.
See, I got some light power there, and then I got. But he's waiting for. He's waiting for him to come around the other way.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure if these switches get lined up automatically. Coming out of the yard or not.
I think so.
Well, it's kind of weird because I played around manually and this guy decided to go whatever way I lined him. But then again, he has a tag that says none. So maybe that's why. But he's just waiting. So anyways, yeah, I was talking about where's my other light power? Oh yeah, the cow. other cat was making noise. Fitzgerald sub, Waycross. The other guy already gone? No, I'm going between the two. Where is he? There he is. None. That's just a bunch of light power too, so I got 2 sets.
Oh, yeah.
But, where do I want to go? I want to go someplace with some trains. Where it's not too noisy, if that makes sense. Probably not, but... Oh, that's alright, that's cool.
Folks, that's noisy.
Huh?
Folks, that's noisy.
Well, it's noisy when a train goes through, that's not so bad. Oh, the empties are running now. They were running before I restarted, so it does actually. Yeah, I thought about it. Was kind of weird because I woke up this morning and I was thinking about American Truck Simulator a little bit, and I started thinking about, because it was kind of weird because I had thought about it and I started thinking about it a little bit harder. It was just like, okay, what exactly, would be the pros and cons of running it once in a while? But then I started thinking, it's just like, get into it for a little bit. For me personally, anyways, I get into it for a little bit, and then the more territory you get, the less probability you're going to get into the territory you buy.
Yeah.
Because I started thinking of some of the areas where I hadn't, some of the last trips that I did where I hadn't visited, because you're always exploring the new territory.
Yeah.
Right? So you would make trips that way. But then if you go back to the base game, or not the base game, but if you go back to the way ATS runs, yeah, the eye candy is awesome. And it actually is a good truck simulation, too.
Yeah.
But it's not one-to-one. It gets tiring on the runs. I remember that. Some of the runs can get really tiring.
Yeah.
And I mean tiring in a non-relaxing form. I mean, sometimes when I'm running this, I can get close to falling asleep. Sometimes, which is kind of like in real life when you're driving through boring areas, right?
Yeah.
And so I started thinking about that a little bit more, and I thought, well, wait a minute. So I'm going to be very busy. It's going to be very, active. Like, the trips are going to be 20-to-1 scale or whatever the hell it is. Which, I mean, I know there's some 1-to-1s out there. But then I started thinking about it, and it's like, well, wait a minute. Do I really want to do that? Because what's the... And I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's no... I mean, the one thing about ATS is it actually has money. So you can make money. Here you don't have any money.
Yeah.
You're dealing totally in operations. You're not worried about the financial side. You're just doing the thing. There's no strategy involved in it. You're just going out and doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Going out and doing it in trains is, for me, a lot more fun than going out and doing it in a truck.
Yeah.
Because there's the operations, there's the the whole dispatching and watching other AI train, interacting with other AI's trains and other people who are running, which is always why Run8 has always been the thing of choice for me, personally. And that's why I always go back towards something like that. The reason why I disappeared in version 2 was it was just me. It was just me and maybe one other person. So I was dispatching everything. What have I done here? I've been sitting here talking while things are running and dispatching themselves.
Yeah.
Which is fine. but it's also fun to run. Like, there was some locals this morning. I was thinking of running some locals. Actually, I worked on the industry file and a few things like that, but I want to go out after lunch anyways. It's actually today and tomorrow are supposed to be nice days. So, but if we ever want to take the server down, we can do that.
Yeah.
We don't have that many people on here.
Mm-hmm.
So all we have to do is, announce ahead of time, hey. So if you ever want to do that, we can do that.
All right.
By the way, I'm live stream right now, too.
I know.
Okay, just saying. So I think that's the easiest solution.
Pretty good solution.
If there is something. I mean, if we ever get bored, like on a weekend or whatever. I mean, yeah, I can dig up a console game somewhere. I don't know if... Probably got rid of all the good ones. I don't even know if I have one.
What, console games?
Yeah.
You have console games, yeah. Not you only have PS2. It's console-wise.
Oh, well, that sucks. Well, it's okay. I mean, it's better than nothing. But yeah, once you get a view of the other ones, it's just like, yeah. And I had a PS4, but I gave it up.
Yeah.
And I got the racing wheel, but I haven't done anything with it. That was the other thing I used to do, was NASCAR. I'm just like, well, yeah, that's fine. I got bored of that real quick. Waste some money on it was okay at first until I got beat. I could never figure it out. I was just like, okay, why can't I beat these people? I guess I'm not that good. This sucks. I'm leaving. I was trying ways of improving, getting better, and all that stuff, and I'm not mechanically inclined to really tweak the car and try to figure out, how to get the best out of it, and settings and all that other stuff. I was just like, nah, I'm not into this. I always wanted to do that kind of thing and be a race car driver, but I want a pit crew to handle everything, and then I want to be able to just race, and I couldn't race. I'm just like, nah, I can't get it. Forget it. I'm done. Plus having the goofy setup I had with, I think I used this thing in the race wheel. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, those are all cool memories and all that, but it's not like I'm like miss them. Even like, what was it? Some of the other things we were into at one time. I mean, Railroads Online was the latest.
Yeah.
I don't miss it.
No, I don't really either.
I just don't.
They haven't had any updates either, really.
I don't know. I mean, it was okay for me as a single player, but the clients suffered tremendously at the time, and it was like, okay, well, this is weird. So, I mean, they had a lot of potential. Maybe they still do. I don't know, but
they say that their next update, they're going to actually work on the client-side issues.
Oh, okay.
But
well,
that was like 3 months ago that they said it.
Oh well, I don't know. I'm not following them. I can't say yes or no. I don't follow. I do not follow what's going on in Railroads Online. This is my go-to sim, which is why I run it 24/7.
Yeah.
And what happened through tonight? Tonight Switcher was doing all kinds of different up stuff with the locals. I want to get more people. My YouTube viewers are going up still.
Yeah, it's been a bit since that really started. I mean,
I am getting close to 800.
Nice.
I had a new subscriber today. I seem to get a new subscriber every day or so. I don't know if I'm losing subscribers, but I don't like running at night as much, but I have no choice. Well, I shouldn't say I have no choice. I could be playing around with the time zone and all that other crap if I really wanted.
You can also just hit the one thing that keeps it daylight for you. But
no, I think it keeps it daylight for the server.
I don't know if it does for you. Like if you hit the button.
Oh, we gotta hold on. Where is it?
I forget what button it is. I think it's a button or a command or something. I don't know.
It is.
We didn't talk about it once before.
So when we go into date and time, you can freeze time.
Yeah, I don't think that freezes the system time.
Override network time.
Yeah. The override network time makes your time a different time than the network time.
I don't know about that. I'd have to override network time. Override network time is the button.
Maybe you should save first.
It doesn't matter.
Just in case.
So watch this. If I go override network time. Okay. So I'm overriding network time, right? And then I say...
It's still overriding. Give it a second.
Yeah, I know. So if I go...
You just set off the override network time.
What's that?
You just set off the override network time.
Using network time.
Yeah, but you hit it again.
No, I'm using...
Now you're using the network time. You would override the network time, and you...
I clicked it off. I know that. I'm going to change the network... I'm going to change this a bit to... can I go down? Do I have the scroll wheel? Okay. So I went back an hour. Now what I'll do is I will do override network time. Okay. All right. So I'm overriding the network time. Now.
It just puts it to your time.
No. I used it system time. I override network time. No, I can do this. Watch. So if I do 8, right? So I just override the network time. Now, if I go to click this off, see what I mean? It doesn't. It works for the client. It doesn't work for the host. The host is stuck. Unless I was a client to my own server, that's the only way I can do it. The other way, like I said, to do it is I would have to go back in time and change the time zone to like who knows what. I mean, you tell me. I don't know. I don't know what's good. And people already override it. It's just for me trying to do some stuff in the evening. It's difficult. Man, my chat is dead. Is there anybody on? I hate it when it says that.
There's probably about 4 people on.
4 concurrent viewers. Yeah,
Actually, it says 2 concurrent viewers now.
Daytime, they're used to me being at night, so this is the thing, is I had daylight, and I was like, but then again, yeah, it is what it is. But, let me just check one more thing here, just to take a look at where things are on my server. Does it say that on there? It might actually say that. No, it doesn't. Okay. Not my server, my YouTube channel. So you go to my YouTube channel, and I'll just go this way. So 754, I'm not near 800 yet. What is the, is it customized channel? No. No. Manage videos? Maybe. I want to get to analytics. There we go. So my subscribers are actually 11% less than previous 28 days. So it is starting to get to that peak. So it is starting to peak now. But they still are going up per se. Like, okay, that was 3 videos. Let me just see overview, reach, engagement, audience. Is that how many videos I put? Yeah, so I posted so many videos then. Where does it show subscribers? I want to see. There's one where it actually, oh, subscriptions. Okay, subscribers. So yeah, so lost one there, lost one there, lost one there. Gained 5. Yeah, I remember gaining 5 not too long ago. Gained 1 the other day. I saw this, so. See more. Okay, close that.
Subscription status.
No, that's not subscribe. Subscription source, don't like that. It's not doing what I want it to do. I want to see a line chart of the subscribers. Traffic source, geography, viewers age, viewer gender, date, subscription status, card type. Oh, come on. Subscribers by video. Ugh.
It's a line chart and it's daily.
Yeah, that don't mean shit. They're focusing on views.
It shows your subscribers per video down there.
Yeah. That's not what I want. I want to see subscribers over time. Okay. Members. I don't care about members. I don't have members. Card. Overview. Overview subscribers? That's what I just looked at. How do I... Watch time. Impressions. I don't care about that. Can it say, like, total subscribers? Am I missing something?
Okay, it has subscribers there. Can you hit subscribers there?
Mm-hmm.
See daily and on the to the right. Can you change that? That's useful.
It shows me the last 30 days. Lifetime. That is not what I'm looking for. That's not a line chart either. It's like a bar chart or something. More metrics. Sorry guys, I'm just taking you through all this boring stuff.
I just realized this channel's like 12 years old.
Yeah, I know.
It's nuts.
Unique viewers. I want subscribers. That's the metric I want. But not subscribers by video. Yeah, whatever. Filters. Yeah, well. Enough of that crap. It's gone up, but yeah, I gotta change that now. But it is what it is. I have 5 viewers. That's cool.
Out of curiosity, what are your most viewed videos?
Oh God, I can go back. There's a lot of old Run8 ones. Some of the older Run8 ones are the highest viewed.
Yeah, I mean they've been around for a long time.
The beginning of the start of version 2 was one. Introduction of version 2 was a big one. So yeah, there's a lot. So no, I'm not. I'm not going anywhere from Run8. I mean, it ain't happening. It's even though there's a lot of work involved in this, and there's only 3 regions, and I'm quite happy, despite the fact that there's so much work to do. I mean, you look at the number of like freight symbols and like industry cars, so you got all these various locals that I am literally sending stuff to. Now there's ways around that, and I know how to make ways to either relieve the stress, or not relieve the stress so much, but relieve the urgency. I'm not even on a 7-day cycle anymore. I'm on a demand-based cycle. I got out of the whole 7-day thing and all that other stuff. It was just like, because right now Waycross is not overwhelmed. These trains are just they're doing their thing. They sometimes, like last night, I had did that train ever leave? I think it did. Oh, did it go down here? I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he's going down Plant Avenue to downtown. Yep, he's going to Fitzgerald. Cool. Excuse me. So, a couple trains showed up again. Maybe one or two. I'm not too sure. But that was just to get stuff out of here because I had so many engines. Just as an example, to show off the AI or whatever. So. But anyways, I guess I should get showered and cleaned up and dressed and all that stuff, and we're going out soon. Maybe brush my teeth real quick. Seem to be lacking that on the weekends. How many engines do I got in here now? It's not too bad. I brought them down a bit. I could still get rid of some. But for now, I'll just leave it as it is. Yeah, there's not too much more about that. I just wanted to talk to you guys about what was happening, and I didn't have anything like I could have ran a short train today or whatever, but I had a lot, just to get off my chest, basically. So, as far as the YouTube, I wish there was a way around it. I mean, there is. I mean, I could change the time zone. I will put that out there. I don't think it's going to affect the clients any because a lot of them just override it. They do it to whatever they want. I personally like staying to the current time zone, despite having the darkness at night sometimes. But I don't know. What do you think?
I think sticking to the current time zone's more real, so
yeah,
that's what I'd do.
I think that's the way I'm going to do it. And it comes a little darker on YouTube, but we'll try to do more day videos and whatever when we get a chance on weekends and whatever. Like, obviously it's not going to happen today. It's a nice day. Monday we might have a chance, but we'll see. Try to get out. We don't have any plans this weekend, do we?
Not really.
Okay, cool. I don't care. Do you have anything you want to do?
Not particularly.
Okay, well, there you go. Sounds good to me. Consensus. Anyways, that's all for now, guys. I'll be back probably sometime later this evening. We'll see. I imagine. Right?
Probably.
Probably? Okay. Alright. I wasn't sure, because I didn't know if you had anything planned. I don't know. Well, we'll find a local or something to run. Or maybe Waycross might need some work, so you never know. Might do a little bit of that again. Okay. That's it for now, guys. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later.